Diaries.
Hello and welcome to Beauty Diaries with Namure. Thanks for tuning in. In last week's episode, which was our first, we had the pleasure to feature two beauty divas on our set. Adanna Nwezo, the convener of the African Hair Summit, shared with us how the event came to be, the impact it has created, and the plans for future hair summits.
Anything I think of, I think more on the global scale. I don't just think local. And maybe that was the reason why I thought about the name as African Hair Summit rather than Nigerian Hair Summit or Abuja Hair Summit. Thinking about how we can, improve the well-being of people around Africa and the world. We're now creating a value chain, if you can see that. So we have the farmers, connecting them with the people who are manufacturing. And then right now at the summit, we're also talking about exportation. So we're creating an export window for these local manufacturers. It's like a journey. So you want your story to be complete, and you want people around you to be able to testify that, look, I've been a part of this story, I've been a part of this journey, it has impacted my life positively, like we've heard. So many people have started up businesses just from attending the summit. We're also working on a hair, health and wellness institute.
Kemi Lewis also shared her experience as a natural hairstylist and her experience in the natural hair journey.
I've always loved to do hair, so I guess it was an innate thing I never pursued, I never nurtured. But when I decided that this was the path I was going to take, then it was now a more, an intentional and deliberate effort to start to build that gift. So I would go on courses, I would go online and watch people, do different things. I would go to hair shows in the US and in the UK, and I literally just walk about and just stand at, different product booths and just watch what the stylists are doing. I'm like, oh, are you serious? You can do that? Then I go back and I probably have about 4 or 5 mannequins in my house. I just take a mannequin and I'll start. And I also had a few friends I would call and say, can I just practice on your hair, please? And they'd be like, okay, come. And I would do that, So it was, I had to be deliberate about it. So I definitely, I had the gift, yes, but I had to definitely work at it. So if you look at work that I did when I first started and work that I do now, you can see there's a progression, definitely. So, yeah.
As a continuation, in today's episode, Beauty Diaries with Namure will be taking you through another beauty talk as it relates to natural hair care. Michelle Talami from Kenya and our screen diva Dakore Ebonsin Akonde will be taking us through your natural hair care routine and natural hair journey. We will be right back. Stay tuned.
It's not just what you see, it's what comes from inside. I'm an African. I should be proud of that. But it's not our fault. Colonial mentality is a real thing, and it's affecting not just our hair, but our skin. Lots of people bleaching their skin and all of this stuff. It's because, we have been, our conditioning has been messed with, but we have to now recondition ourselves, because you can't now have knowledge and still stay in the dark ages. It doesn't make any sense.
Beauty Diaries.
We're still at the Africa Hair Summit, and I have a lovely sister with me today on the program. We'll be talking about our experience with the natural hair journey, and of course a lot of other things. Welcome with me, Michelle Talami.
Yes.
She is the CEO of Marini Naturals.
Thank you. Thank you, Namure.
Have you, feature on our program today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Now, the craze for natural hair.
Yes.
How has it been in your country? Because in Nigeria, we have our experience here.
Oh, yeah?
So, fine, the African Sisters thing, we'd like to know what the experience is like in
Kenya. Okay, so about 3-4 years ago, I'd say 4 to 5 years ago, natural hair was not a thing. It wasn't a trend, it wasn't fancy, it wasn't a movement, it wasn't anything. But I think a lot has changed now, more so because of just even health and lifestyle diseases, wellness, living. People are tending to move more towards things that are natural and organic and are beneficial to their bodies, both outside and inside. As you know, more and more, there are more and more lifestyle diseases these days. So people have gotten aware, and a lot of people are choosing to grow out their hair naturally, and not even just hair care, even skincare regimen is becoming very natural and simplified. So yeah.
Now let's talk about hair care treatment, natural hair care treatment.
Yeah.
You have a brand, I know.
Yes.
What's the acceptance like, and what do you do?
Okay, so the brand is Marini Naturals. It's the first in East Africa and amongst the first in Africa.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's an all-natural product line made from 100% natural ingredients, no harmful chemicals, sulfates, phthalates, parabens. The uptake of the brand has been fantastic. Initially, when I began, I wasn't too sure what the journey would be for Marini Naturals, but it has been amazing. I'm happy to say that more and more women have taken to it very well. In fact, we've just rebranded. So I think with the rebrand also there's been a reawakening of sorts from not just Kenya, East Africa and Africa, and more people demanding for the product. Like even here in the African Hair Summit, I'm seeing a lot of positive response. So
That's good.
I'm happy, yeah.
Now, people wonder when you say you're using natural products, no preservatives, no chemicals, are you able to can these products and keep them for a long period of time?
Yes, you can, because what happens is that what makes a product harmful is if you use a bad preservative. Now, there's good and bad preservatives,
Okay.
yeah, that are even FDA approved. For example, something like phenoxyethanol is a good preservative, but you have something like formaldehyde, which is a bad preservative, and it's actually used to preserve dead bodies. And there's people who use formaldehyde to preserve product. So for Marini, we're very strict on that. Our quality control and preservative measures are very strict. So we use natural, safe preservatives
Now let's
that
talk
can
about-
last 2 to 3 years.
Okay, let's talk about taking care of your natural hair.
Yeah.
For me, my experience when I started, I couldn't comb my hair. I got frustrated after 1 year,
Yeah.
and I decided to use a softener, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I relaxed my hair all over
Okay,
again.
yeah.
And later, I got to know that you need to use water and coconut oil.
Correct.
So let's talk about you know, the different ways of taking care of your natural hair.
Okay, I'd say the two major problems or challenges, let me not say problems, of natural African hair is 1, moisture, and 2, tangling or detangling, or rather lack of moisture and tangled hair. Now, as Marini, we aim to completely sort that out. So our products are 72-hour moisture rich, meaning they infuse moisture in your hair for up to 3 days. And that's tried and tested, proven. It will work for 80% of people. Once you learn how to moisturize and to detangle your African hair, your natural African hair, then really styling it is a breeze. You don't even have to style it. You can just rock it in an afro like they have done mine. Yeah.
But you see, we have different types of natural hair.
Yeah.
And I know the 4C
Yeah.
is
hardest to
the
maintain.
hardest to maintain
Yeah.
because in the morning you wash, it's soft
Yeah.
and all of that.
Yeah.
Before probably 2-3 hours, it is dry and hard. What would you do about the 4C type of hair?
Okay, so let's say hair speaks to you, your hair speaks to you, just the way your skin speaks to you or your body speaks to you. You can tell when you're thirsty, right? So you'll have a glass of water. Your body has spoken to you. In the same way your hair does. So even if you're 4C hair type, your hair is gonna tell you that you probably need to hydrate or moisturize or even drink more water, even from within. But usually there's that challenge for, okay, I've just come out of the shower and my hair is so soft, and then it's lunchtime and now it's like steel wool, right? But the first thing you absolutely have to do once you have gotten out of the shower is seal your hair, seal in all that moisture with a good butter or an oil. If you'd like, even before that, you can condition it, but make sure you seal it with a butter. And you'll notice that your moisture is lasting for 2 to 3 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And when you say butter, you mean shea butter?
You,
Or the other
any
hair butters?
heavy oils, yeah. Shea butter, mango butter, a curling butter like the one we have in Marini helps to both seal the moisture and also give you curls, to define your curls.
How about shampoo in your hair?
Shampoo, that's I think something that most people don't know, but although I think that more and more people are getting to know what is a good shampoo. a good shampoo should not strip your hair of its natural oils. It should not have any sulfates.
We're talking to Ms. Talami about natural hair, how to take care of your hair. We're still at the Africa Hair Summit, and we must thank you for giving us some bits of your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
We look forward to seeing you talk about it earlier.
Definitely.
Later, I beg your pardon. Yes, all of that concerning the social media will be on the screen for you to see and follow. Marini, lovely.
Thank you so much.
Earrings.
Thank you, African Hair Summit.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back after this break.
Beauty Diaries.
I prefer my woman wearing a natural hair because it reminds me of her being an African woman. You know, she doesn't need to go to the salon to spend all the day leaving my children hungry in the future and stuff like that.
I prefer the relaxed hair.
Why do you prefer the relaxed hair?
Yeah, because it's easy to comb and it doesn't break.
I have a very long hair. I love seeing my hair, my natural hair. I love feeling it. You look when you are with your natural hair, you feel it more better than relaxed hair.
I prefer the natural hair.
Why do you prefer the natural hair?
It's so nice and lovely. I like my hair when it's palm. Like, to me, natural hair is too expensive, and there is a whole lot of stress in keeping natural hair. The combing alone is another thing, something else.
Natural hair, of course.
Why do you prefer the natural hair?
Because it brings out the beauty in a woman. Then secondly, it's cheaper to maintain.
I prefer the palmed one because it fits my wife. Can you see it? The love of my life. Yeah.
Beauty Diaries.
You're still on to Beauty Diaries on AIT. Now we're still talking about natural hair, and I have with me a lady you all love. She is a sister, a mother, a friend, joyful person, positive thoughts, positive vibes all the time. We've come a long way, but that's not for this program. May I welcome Dakore Ebonsi.
Yes. Hello, Namure. How are you? So good to see you.
Oh,
I'm so happy to be here. It's the grace of God. Yes, that Holy Ghost glow, baby.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
You look so good.
Thank you, honey. And so do you.
Thank
Beautiful,
you.
colorful. I love your hair.
I love yours too.
Thank you very much.
I was really staring at her yesterday on stage with that dress and the hair.
Yeah, it was working for you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And the audience were awed when they heard you've been natural for 22 years. When I was it, I said, yes, that's true. I can
Calculate the age. Yes, it's okay. Yeah, I'm coming up there, but yeah, you know, it's like you never know how far you can take a thing, yeah, when you start. And my natural hair journey has been nothing short of just amazing, you know, like it's all about self-awareness, self-acceptance, you know, and really just knowing that for God to create me the way He created me, He did something good, you know.
You were on your natural hair, or you had your natural hair when we were all going on with the relaxers and leave-ons and all of that. You just decided not to do any of that. Then you had dreads, I remember. So how has it been, you know, managing your hair?
You know, it's been an adventure. I'm definitely way more educated about caring for our natural hair because I started such a long time ago. And then people kind of forget that locks are actually natural hair. They think dreadlocks is something different. It's actually you not combing your hair anymore, twisting it instead. And that retains length. So that was how come my hair was able to grow so long. But it's always something I've been fascinated by since I was a child. I remember the days of musical youth, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh. I mean, this is all music that, and I think mine really came from music almost. And just seeing them, I'm just saying, these guys, they look so different, they look so beautiful, you know, like, I want to do that one day, you know? And I would always tell my mom, I'm going to lock my hair one day. She's like, oh yeah, whatever. Because she knows me, I'm such a chameleon, I love to change my hair. But once I found that hairstyle, I just stuck to it. And it took me 13 years before I could cut it. Your natural hair journey starts with self-awareness and self-acceptance and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I am beautiful the way I am. I don't need any extension. I don't need any attachment. I don't need to stop being myself because I want to, you know, fit some kind of image of what people expect me to be. You know, it's deep, oh. It's deep. If you really allow it to take you, it's a very deep thing.
So it's not just about what you see.
It's not just what you see, it's what comes from inside. I'm an African. I should be proud of that. You know, but it's not our fault. Colonial mentality is a real thing. You know, and it's affecting not just our hair, but our skin. Lots of people bleaching their skin and all of this stuff. It's because, you know, we have been, our conditioning has been messed with. But we have to now recondition ourselves because you can't now have knowledge and still stay in the dark ages. It doesn't make any sense. So you have to bring yourself to the new age, which is accepting yourself how you are.
Okay. Now let's talk about your beauty regimen. Beauty regimen, hair regimen.
Yeah.
Okay, let's concentrate about the hair.
Okay, let's do it. Since we're doing hair, but I can tell you a little beauty stuff as well.
Of course.
But hair, I think for me is, I love oils, and that works for my hair. I love coconut oil, and I love shea butter because my hair is quite dry.
Yeah.
You know, and that's one thing about our natural hair. It needs moisture. So, you know, and try and run away from any heat. You know, also blow drying all the time is the best. You know, so that's how I do it, and I go to KLS, which is Kemi Lewis Naturals, and you know, she takes really good care of my hair. I do a lot of masks, I do a lot of steaming, you know, all to just retain moisture. You know, but I love, you know, the versatility. You know, when I had locks, it was really just one style, and I would color it and do stuff. But now I can do braids, I can do updos. You know, I could do Ghana weaving. You know, I want to do thread. I'm considering going.
Yes, I want to do it too.
I've done thread since I was like 9 years old.
I really want to do it.
I'm
so excited.
I'm so excited. I'm like, I want to do thread. You know, like
I saw the ladies doing it out there at the Hair Summit entrance.
Yeah.
So I approached them. I thought I could only do it in Lagos.
Okay.
Thank God we have salons in
everywhere.
Abuja as well.
Abuja. I mean, Abuja. Come on, I was shocked. There's a natural hair salon that has like 10 branches, Natural Nation, right? And they were the ones that did my hair, but Kemi actually helped me restyle it as well. So it's a combination of both of them. But yeah, so lots of, and then eating well as well, because your diet has a lot to do with your hair. You know, so eat lots of things that have iron, you know, which is good for growth, your ugu, your greens, you know, your kale, you don't really get
water,
kale, spinach, drink water, and, you know, eat your good fruit as well, you know, because all those things help, you know, to make sure that your hair grows properly. And then some women also struggle, you know, I even struggled with alopecia at one point.
For real?
Yeah. Beauty regimen, well, I simplify. I use one product line. They're out of LA, it's called Raya, and it works for me because I suffered with a bit of acne in my older years. I never had acne when I was younger, but when I hit 30, something happened with my hormones, and then I started breaking out. I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, like, can you imagine adult acne? Like, what the hell? So I went through a phase where I had to start looking for different products and stuff, but I found these guys and they're good. And then get a good facialist. I must recommend at least once a month, go in, let them, you know, clean out your pores.
Even when you think you have a smooth face?
Even when you have a smooth face, you have to, because it's that constant maintenance that helps you, you know, not have problems later on. So just find someone, it doesn't have to be too expensive, you know, it's all about just cleaning, even if it's just steaming your face, you know. So I do that, and I do masks at home. I do like 2 masks a week when I have time, you know, but then I have some masks that are just like 5 minutes, you wash it off and you go, you know, and then use sunscreen. Sunscreen, I tell you, it's a lifesaver. Because we have melanin in our skin, we just think, oh, we don't need sunscreen. You do, because the ozone rays are very, you know, powerful, and they strip the skin and they make you dark over time, start discolorations and all that stuff. You can see that you're just looking at me like,
yeah, I'm like, okay,
but yeah, I'm
really
into it. I'm really into it. And you know, because, you know, I'm in the public eye, I'm on screen, so my skin has to be right. I need to be more conscious. It's made me more conscious of what I put in and on my body. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I do.
You get tired sometimes.
Oh yeah. I get tired. I'm tired. I'm a mom of 2. I'm tired all the time, you know, like. But no, it can be exhausting. But I try to just cut my coat according to my size. You know, I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not going to go out of my way to get a designer item or be dishonest. You know, like I'm not that girl. You know. I'm very simple, and I believe it's how you wear it. It's not about the design. I don't like loud designers. You check my bags and stuff. I always like to go like the ones where you can barely see, you know, who it's by, because it's not about that. It's about how you put it together. You know, and I think that comes from having a strong sense of self. You know, and I think that's something a lot of us women especially need to cultivate, because so that way you don't break the bank and you're not killing yourself to impress others.
That's very true. Yeah. And being if you accept yourself and love yourself.
And love yourself. So it's not, you know, I mean, we all like to look good. Believe me, girl, I like to look good. You know, but I also like to be within, you know, that affordable luxury type space. You know, like I'm not knocking anyone who does. Everybody has, you know, is entitled to like what they like, and that's even why I say this is also with the hair thing. You know, it's like team natural versus team weave. No, today I may feel like wearing a weave, and that's fine. That doesn't make me any less who I am or whatever. You know, so all those labels and all those we versus them, I'm like all for the love. You know, like let's just love each other and let's just all do what we feel, because at the end of the day, you are who you are.
Shisha knows a lot about this, and I'm glad you've been able to talk extensively about taking care of one's natural hair and how you do yours.
Yeah.
And I'm sure ladies out there have learned a lot from this.
I really
thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
too.
on Beauty Diaries.
My pleasure.
I'm so glad you did it. We'll be right back after this break. Stay with us.
Beauty Diaries.
I'm sure in the course of the program, you have learned a lot about how to take care of your hair, be it natural or permed, how to take care of your scalp, and many other things, knowing fully well that the beauty radiates from inside to the outside. Follow us on our various social media platforms. The information is on the screen. And don't forget, the glory of the woman is in our hair. Stay healthy, remain beautiful. My name is Namure Ejemioya. See you same time next week from another location.
Beauty Diaries.